up, Lewis?
In the passage of time, no one will ever remember you.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of We Got Issues. Episode 9, I think we are in. Episode 9, season 5.
You wrote the banner. How do you not know the episode?
I know, I just wrote it like a couple of minutes ago, actually.
I know.
It's funny, right?
Not really.
How is everybody doing? It's been a minute, I guess. I'm not sure. Is it? Has it been a minute?
It's been.
Feels like it's been a minute.
I mean, like, we can fix this if you just did the thing that I told you. Let's do like 6 episodes ahead of time.
We can't do 6 episodes ahead of time, Lewis. There's
Listen.
We gotta do this like South Park style. Remember that documentary they did, 6 Days to Air, where they have to they work from Thursday till Tuesday, till Wednesday. No, they work Wednesday. No, they work from Thursday till Tuesday, I think it is, and then they have 1 day off, and then they do it all over again.
All I have to say is, like a very wise turtle once said, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That's what they call it, the present.
So today, wait, hold on. How did you adjust on the time change, Lewis? Was there still a time change there in Florida? I thought
unironically,
didn't they take it off?
No.
What happened?
Because Florida's too much of a fucking pussy. To think that DeSantis is still around. Objectively, a very moronic human being.
But hold on. But when I was there, they had a
yeah. No, that they were planning to. I heard that they signed it through.
Yeah.
But apparently, there's another level of stupidity. Florida has to go through to make that official, and no.
I can tell you this as much, man. No one can out-stupid Florida. Every time there's a state that is out-stupiding Florida, Florida's like, hold
my beer.
Hold my beer.
No,
I got something for you guys.
See, this is where you don't understand because you're not a Floridian
anymore.
It's not hold my beer, it's hold my keg. They always get a one up a little bit.
No, you have to say it in Spanish. Hold my cafecito.
Aguanta mi cafecito. Yo voy a preparar una estupidez más grande que estos mongólicos piensan.
For everyone who is watching, if you can tell, if you're watching Lewis right now, for everyone listening, you should watch our YouTube channel. Go to our YouTube channel, Comics School Promotions.
I thought random nerd shit was supposed to be podcast only. Why are you showing my face?
But this is We Got Issues, so this is both. So, anyways, if you guys are listening, you should watch We Got Issues on our YouTube channel, and you can see what Lewis looks like. But today is
is the only time where you'll see Lewis genuinely happy.
Today is extra special because one, for most part, you guys already know there's a time change between California, where I am, and Lewis in Florida, where he's at. Right now, we're recording this at 9:24 p.m. my time, which is what time at yours, Lewis?
12:24.
So that's why he looks like he's dead tired as hell.
Also, the liquor.
Oh yeah, you drank today?
Hard Mountain Dew. Never stop. Repeat after me. Never stop drinking Mountain Dew Red.
So there's a time difference there. But today, we're actually going to be, we have a main topic today. We're going to talk about a new publishing company that's actually going to be coming out. Solicitation is on April 2022 for a June 2022 release, Artist Elite Comics. But before we get to Artist Elite there, Lewis, I want to discuss a couple of things. I know we should discuss this in random nerd shit, but this is too important that we have to discuss it right now. Did you hear about what the creative team in Obi-Wan Kenobi is doing this coming season?
Making stupid looking aliens.
So apparently there's reports saying that Ray Park, which plays Darth Maul, is supposed to be in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay, that's what I was hoping.
That's what everyone was hoping. I mean, the Battle of the Faith was actually on the trailer, and the only time that the Duel of the Faith, sorry, not Battle of the Faith, Duel of the Faith, the only time the Duel of the Faith was played is Darth Maul's entrance in the whole Star Wars franchise. So everybody pretty much thought that Darth Maul's going to be in it. They cut him. He was supposed to be in it. Oh, no. That's not all. Remember when people forgave Christian Haydenson for his Anakin Skywalker, and then everybody pretty much welcomed him with open arms as Darth Vader coming into Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I think just people at that time were feeling very emotional and over exaggerating, and then over time, when they rewatched it after giving it a couple of years, they were like, you know what, that wasn't that bad.
It wasn't even that bad. Yeah.
We gave this kid way too much shit. And also, what I think helped them was Clone Wars, when they gave more emphasis to his character and why he acted the way he did.
Yeah, so we'll discuss a little bit more on that on Random Nerd Shit. But what I want to get to is this. Darth Maul is supposed to be in it. They cut him. Why? Is because they replaced him with Darth Vader.
Okay.
That is a new type of hate on Christian Haydenson now. And it's not even his fault again. And there's going to be a new hate on him. So we'll discuss more on that on Random Nerd Shit. So follow us on...
It also canonically doesn't make any sense whatsoever, because if they've done something like, oh, okay, Obi-Wan's middle journey wasn't fully fleshed out, but we genuinely know that Darth Maul is his ending before he becomes full hermit.
Yeah.
And fully emphasized into the Force.
Yeah.
And that's why when he died, he became part of the Force.
Yeah.
And Darth Maul was kind of like his final mortal battle.
Yeah.
Why are we taking that aspect out and putting Darth Vader in when we know the amount of sacrifices and brutality Darth Maul himself went to get to Obi-Wan?
So what we'll do is that we'll talk about that on Random Nerd Shit. We'll expand on it. I just wanted to mention it because it's going to be another hate on Christian Haydenson. Again, it's not even his fault. I prefer that Darth Maul will be in it. That's just me, but we'll see. Especially Darth Maul and Obi-Wan was featured in Clone Wars, so I'm just saying. So,
and
anyways,
I mean, they also finished the ending of Obi-Wan was kind of done in Rebels.
Yeah. So we'll discuss that on Random Nerd Shit later on. But today we're gonna talk about a new publishing company or a group, collective, or whatever you want to call it, called Artist Elite. That's going to be coming in out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere. They were actually were formed back last year. All of last year, I believe. They made an announcement back in November, and they gave a couple of teasers and whatnot. But funny enough is that they are coming in on the anniversary of Image Comics 30th anniversary. So they are independent. They are going to be releasing through Lunar this coming April. So the solicitation for retailers to purchase books from Artist Elite is this April. So next week, I believe the solicitation is next week, right, Louis? It's next week for April 2022 for June release, right? Is that correct?
25th
The 25th.
is the last possible day you can do it, but I'm stopping it on the 23rd because that
Yeah,
gets my people to stop adding things, and if they do,
yeah,
it gives me a 2-day buffer.
yeah. Not the FOC dates. Not the
Oh,
FOC date.
are we
The
talking about the Artist Elite?
Yeah, the solicitation.
Let me
It's
see.
April. It's April.
April 22nd.
Yeah, it's these guys right here.
You remember
So
when they used to do the last Friday of the month? Now it's the second to last Friday.
yeah,
So awkward.
it used to be comic books used to come out on Tuesdays too. So,
I mean,
um,
we used to get them on Tuesday now. Like,
yeah.
I sometimes now get them like late in the afternoon Wednesday.
They're just getting lazier and lazier than like shipping these books, right?
Yeah, but in all fairness to Diamond,
hmm
Lunar's getting to that point now.
Yeah.
I remember when they used to give me this fancy little like
We're not.
plastic
We're not.
wrapping,
We've already
bubble
listen.
wrapping. I
We've
felt
talked about.
bougie.
Listen, Lewis. We've talked about enough
You
about
mean
Lunar.
me telling you that this is eventually gonna happen? You didn't believe it.
We've talked about enough about Lunar and whatnot. So, but anyways, so they are
This
going
is
to be.
the man who, when treated right, he'll never shit talk you. The moment you even spit on
It's
his tiny toe finger, he'll drop you on their 14 buses.
so they are coming out in June. So you can see here if you go to their website, artistelitecomics.com, they're going to be coming out in June. They're going to be solicitation in June, and then there's something here that you can sign up as a retailer. If you're a retailer, you can sign up in here. Retailers at artistelitespublishing.com. They also have a few names in here that's going to be coming out pretty soon. From what I know so far, they have a whole bunch of characters in here that's going to be coming out. Now, I have seen their social media and whatnot. They have revealed a couple of characters in here. Like you can see here, I believe that's Brett Boots' character. I'm not quite sure what the name is. And then this one here, I believe that is Alan Quaz. This one's definitely Tyler's because he released Final Boss before. That's one of his characters there. But the rest, I have no idea who the rest are. But I guess they're gonna reveal that very slowly. But
So
yeah,
are they going to distribute it themselves, or are they going through a main distributor?
I believe they're going through Lunar to distribute all the books. But you can also sign up on their websites. I believe they have a couple of they
If
have a
I were
couple
to
of
make a suggestion that will never make it to them or
mhm,
never reach the ether,
mhm.
if you remember Bad Idea Comics,
Yeah, nobody likes them.
no. The
But
only way to get their books
yeah,
was to contact them directly. They
mhm,
approve you. They have these
mhm,
ludicrous like recommend
yeah,
like forced
yeah,
requirements.
yeah,
Never be your own distributor.
yeah. Well, I believe
It's
they're doing both. They're doing through Lunar and they're distributing it themselves too as well.
it you're paying more people
hmm
to do something
hmm
that current systems will just
Yeah.
as well.
But here's what I can tell you based on the artist that's in there. I guess they have the manpower there. I mean, they had John Boy Myers in there. Tyler's part of them. Brett Boots part of them too as well.
That's not
Um,
manpower, that's talent.
no, talent means I apologize. Talent wise, but manpower wise and how to distribute them. I mean, like that's like a trade secret. I guess they have their own. They have their own
Regardless of
people.
trade secret, I would highly recommend against it.
Yeah, but they are basically distributing through Lunar in there, which we've talked about Lunar and whatnot. Enough. You are right. I mean, like I'm just like every single customer though. If you treat your customers right, I mean, yeah, of course you're gonna sing praises of them. You remember how much I sung praises of Lunar, man. Lunar were just like, yo, Lunar's the best, this and this and that. And I remember you saying, Just watch. They'll be like Diamond again. I was like, I don't know, man. They'll be
Not
more
like
different.
Diamond again. They're gonna end up being like Diamond.
Yeah, you're like they're gonna end up like being
No one's
Diamond.
ever built different. These are companies
Mhm.
practically always owned by some form of the same people.
Mm,
It's just that sometimes some people like go their separate ways and then they run something new. Sure, it's maybe slightly better than what we're currently used to,
yeah.
but it's a really pick your poison kind of system. Like eventually you're gonna end up hating something they do.
I mean, I really don't know what happened. It happened during the pandemics. Before the pandemic, they were doing great, and then when the pandemic hit, it's as if there was like an excuse for distributors just to slack off a
It
little bit.
could be a possibility of when there's a wrench in your system, which was the
Right.
pandemic,
Right.
things that used to not give you deficit in your
Right.
profit margins ends
Mm-hmm.
up being a deficit because
Mm-hmm.
something had to stop. You lost labor force.
Yeah.
Everything started going up in cost, so you
Mm-hmm.
have to cut corners.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be known as that company that like the way that they cut corners is labor force,
Right.
which is always perceived as a really negative effect,
Yeah.
regardless of what good or bad reason you have for it. It's always
Yeah.
going to be negative.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
Um,
right.
it's either we treat our customers less bougie, but we still keep the free shipping and the early release.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they picked the slight less of the evils that
Yeah.
they could have most likely used.
Yeah. But
Or that could just mean that I'm kind of still tipsy and I don't know
I
what
th-
I'm
I
talking about.
think I think that I think that Luna jumped into it because they don't
With
want to
high
miss.
expectations of a giant overflow
No,
from
I think that they don't want to miss out on another Image Comics. Because think about it though. Think about it. When Image Comics first came out, right? They were gonna distribute them directly, but then they went through Diamond too as well, and they did really well.
and
I mean, like,
compared to Diamond still, Lunar has the overall really terrible weakness of not having anything else there to purchase
mhm,
other than trade paperbacks and singles.
yeah, I
What
think,
else do they have to offer? If they had offered like anything else, toys that shops can buy, statues, anything of that kind, I think they would have been in a much, much stronger position.
that they don't want to miss out on another Image Comics coming out. So I mean, you haven't really seen a collection of talent like this in the past 30 years. That's the thing. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
So
so this is already established talent. So you'll never see this again until I would say another 30 years.
yeah, pretty much.
If it
So
were to happen again, because talent like this normally doesn't collide in one generation. It's normally one or two. So when you get 5 or 6, and you have the general consensus like,
yeah,
how about we just do it ourselves?
yeah,
The people already know us. They know our work.
yeah,
We know we can give them a good, decent product.
yeah,
It's not like we're not known, and
yeah.
people will follow us just because of our name.
It takes a lot of balls to actually just say, "Yo, fuck it, let's do something that's people are gonna like." You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it takes a lot of balls to go against a company, even back in the 90s, that was around for what, 70 years?
Around there.
And now it's over 100 years, so it's not even bigger Goliath?
I would say that for millennials and some of Gen X, they should consider. You should consider yourself lucky that you got to see another collective of artists getting together just like this. This is like you saw one already with Image, and
I
then you're gonna
mean,
see
I was
another one.
born when the first one came about.
You weren't born.
I
What are
was
you
born
talking about?
1990.
You weren't born in 1990, were you? Oh yeah, I'm older than you. That's right.
By like, what, 4 years?
Somewhere around there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm Asian, so it looks like I'm younger than you. But I'm
You know that for a fact. That's a lie.
yeah, I just look younger than you though.
That's a
So
lie.
oh come on, Lewis. Like
Mm-mm.
you can see right now. By the
One
way,
of our
just off topic a little bit. When we were talking about my color when I was in Miami versus my color now,
you
your
look less
color
ashy.
your color now looks like my color in Miami.
It looks so. What's funny is
Why
one
do
of
you look
us.
so ashy right now, man?
I mean, I think it's all the alcohol.
How much did you have to drink today?
Not much.
Jeez, man, you're like a lightweight. And why were you drinking alcohol? That could kill you. Literally can kill you. Who convinced you to
Listen,
do this?
listen. When Mountain Dew brings out a new flavor, and they're all alcoholic, you gotta drink them. You're not a gamer unless you're either drinking the new Mountain Dew flavor, the new alcoholic Mountain Dew flavor, or Game Fuel. Sponsored you
Oh
by
my
Game
god.
Fuel and Mountain Dew. Never stop drinking Mountain Dew Red.
Oh my god. Well, that's another thing that we're gonna talk about in random nerdship. But for now, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about Artist Elite, Lewis? What's your expectation? What's your prediction on this?
Am
Once
I
they
allowed to talk outside of the realm which you talked about earlier?
just what do you think? How do you feel about it though? How do you feel about it? Like, do you see them increasing lunar sales a lot than it is
I
now? Because
don't.
let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. Just give me a second. Because as of right now, if you're not a retailer and you're just like a normal customer, what Lunar is putting out is just a whole shitload of Batman.
I was about to say,
And
let me finish this thought.
no. I just let me
Am I allowed to remove the Batman sales?
let me just finish what I'm trying to say. So right now, if you're not a retailer, uh, essentially all you get from Lunar is a whole shitload of Batman and a whole shitload of Scout comics that I don't know about. Scout comics had like one or two big hits, and now they think they're like the shit or whatnot. But like they keep putting out all these
I mean, it's
stories
really weird. A
that
couple of them are pretty cool.
that's
We
it's like
don't
a hit
kill
and miss.
spiders. Like the We Don't Kill Spiders is the only hit that I see.
It's a hit and miss with Scout
Everything
comics.
else is just so odd.
Yeah, it's a hit and miss. But besides the
Even
Scout,
Behemoth comics doing better than them now.
yeah, besides Scout comics and DC comics, in my opinion, I think that Artist Elite will increase the sales of Lunar. Or what do you think? What are you projecting?
Okay, so if we take into account just Scout comics, yes, easy. That's
Mhm.
easily beatable. Not to shit on Scout comics, but you guys really gotta be more like Black Horse at this point. You gotta give me something that interests
I
me.
feel
We
I feel
Don't
like
Kill Spider was a good inclination.
I feel like they don't know what
Incline better.
I feel like they don't know what kind of identity that they're kind of holding.
Think about it this way: IDW knows their identity better than them, and
Mhm.
I buy TMNT randomly. And do you want to know what sells better than Scout Comics in IDW?
Uh-huh.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mhm.
I can always sell Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Scout Comics be more like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Here's the thing. Mad Cave Comics even know what kind of identity they have better than Scout Comics, man.
Don't even ever bring those guys up to me. That frustrates me. But I objectively, I agree with you.
Yeah. Like if you take all publishers, you know what Marvel's identity is. Everybody knows that. DC's identity, you already know. Dark Horse, you know their identity too as well. IDW, they're all about nostalgia, TMNT
If
and all
I
that.
were to give any criticism outside of that, and I was allowed to, for DC side,
Mhm,
remove any Batman title,
mhm.
like legitimately across the board,
Yeah.
I think they'll give DC a good run for their money
Mhm.
if they're kind of like the release for Spider-Man.
Mm,
Issue 1 was Spider-Man,
hmm.
issue 3 was Doc Ock, and so forth and so forth. The early 10 to 20 issues established the main villains and characters that they're going to use forever,
Yeah,
except for like a couple misses.
yeah. I.
After that, all they have to strive for
Hmm.
is proper marketing,
Hmm.
and the biggest one, in my opinion, outside of everything else, longevity.
I think that I think that Artist Elite will definitely bring a certain life back to Lunar sales, because Lunar
It's not even
sales.
that. Like Lunar just needs more. Does that make sense? It needs more than purchasing.
It's not that too as well. It's just it's based on like their requirements too, because
The
like
requirements are ridiculous. By the way, they have like after I halved my sales,
yeah.
they never denied sending me anything.
Yeah, did they change their
They they
requirements
would
now?
they would have to because they're not
No, no,
denying.
did they? No, did they?
They I went from $500 in sales, right, to $250 in sales, and they've never said anything. So I think they went back.
So they went so they changed it to like what,
They
200 then?
had to. 90% of their accounts were doing 250. No one can
So
do 500 normally.
no one, that's why I dropped them. I dropped them.
You couldn't sustain that shit.
No, because there's doesn't make any sense. Why am I going to order 500 copies
And
a
and then
month?
and sell 200
Yeah, or even less,
or depending on the book.
depending on the book. Yeah, because all you're spewing out is Batman and a bunch of Scout comics.
To be honest, I when they were doing like the billion Batman books, they were
Hmm.
doing well. I couldn't meet the $500 goal,
Hmm.
but when they trickled off and off and off more Batman titles, I'm like,
Hmm.
I can't sustain this.
That's another topic that I'm gonna brush on a little bit, but I'm not gonna spend time on. DC essentially they're nullifying their books to being worthless now, in my opinion. Because look, in order for you to purchase a DC book, they have to do something drastic or something that is very familiar to collectors. And you know what that is? They kept introducing new characters
After new character
after new characters,
that they're
and
not
then
going to
and
use
then they're
very
not gonna
often.
use it at all. Like at all, man.
What
Like
made like I was trying to tell you like earlier with the success of Spider-Man isn't the fact that they introduced a lot of characters. It's because they introduced a lot of characters that they
yeah,
reuse for the
yeah,
foreseeable future.
yeah. Like the biggest character that they have introduced in Batman was Miracle Molly.
But they are using her though.
But they are using her, yes. And the other biggest one
She
is
is like
Punchline.
she
Punchline is the
is
other one too.
Punchline is always in the background, and
Mhm,
personally, I don't like how they're using her. I
yeah.
wish she'd stop being such a background character like
Mhm.
Harley Quinn and start going
Doing something.
forward,
Yeah, doing something.
doing something with the character. Don't
Yeah,
just use her like Harley Quinn. No one cares about those kind of background characters anymore
yeah.
unless they're really special. And no one will think your character is special if they were just a replacement.
I think that's why Artist Elite will bring a new life to Lunar, because uh they're independent. They're going to be introducing newer stories. Besides the new characters and all that, they're going to introduce newer stories by established artists already. You know what I mean?
Established talents,
Mhm,
liked talent as well.
mhm.
Um, I think they'll do really well. Granted, like don't take this as an insult. I fully expect in the short term for them to do great.
Yeah.
Easy. Oh, the short term is easy to predict.
Mhm.
They just have to not fall into the Batman trap of
Yeah. I
introducing characters that are just there for one bit and killed off.
I don't think that they're gonna fall into that because they have like 16 artists, and 16 artists have like 16 different books. So I think that you'll be fine. You know what I mean?
That's the problem. Uh, with multiple books in each artist's belt going out simultaneously, you don't want to also water down your buyers.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if it's gonna be coming out on the same time. So
Mm.
it could be like one at a time. You know what I mean? They could have like a whole bunch this time and then later on. Because I got an email from them and saying that this coming in April and their solicitation is called Wave One. So I mean,
I would definitely don't do it any sooner than a monthly per release for
mhm,
each book,
mhm.
because you don't want to whittle down your clientele by like bringing too many books out simultaneously. The monthly release really does traditionally well for newer independent books. Look at successes like Boom Studios, Something is Killing the Children, We Only Find Them When They're Dead. Decent success. Nothing like Something's Killing the Children. That book is stuck like crazy.
I remember selling that book in our store, and people were like, "What is it about?" Well, apparently something is killing the children. So
That's the only explanation we ever gave.
that was the only explanation that we had. I remember that.
It was the laziest advertising sale we gave
But
anybody ever.
we did push for it, and then for
Yeah,
the
that's the
people who
funny thing.
actually-
Like,
and then for the people who actually listened to us, yo, congratulations, man.
and the people who didn't listen to us, I don't blame you. I wouldn't listen to us either.
Well,
We didn't try.
The people,
Let's
people
be
who
honest.
didn't,
We didn't try that hard.
well, the people who didn't listen to us, I mean, we keep telling you that we would, as much as Lewis denies it, we do have something in the inside that will tell us what book is going to be a hot book. That's the thing. As much Lewis wants to deny that, because he has
It just comes from like a bunch of reading, and objectively, you just know when something at least
Lewis signed an
is
NDA.
good.
Okay, he signed an NDA saying that he
No,
would.
I just read a lot, and I
he would
can
not-
objectively see things. Even if I don't like them, I know that they're good or they're bad,
Here's what I can
or
tell.
or like a company's just chasing a gimmick.
Here's what I can tell everyone.
Look
Lewis
at the Boom App Zombie things again.
I'm gonna tell you guys this. Okay, Lewis signed an NDA so that he cannot say who the person is and what they do and how he gets information. Watch, Lewis. Who is your person that you know that gives you all this information?
My grandmother.
See,
I read her the summary, and then if she says I don't get it, I know I have a winner.
Me and Lewis signed an NDA, so we don't. We can't expose our inside person.
Or
did we get our inside person as a guest already?
Or I'm just that stupid. The answer will not surprise you.
So, going back to Artist Elite here. I think that again, they're gonna bring a new life to Lunar. I think that they're gonna bring a new life to indie comics too as well. I'll see if I can get some of the artists to do an interview with us and then give us a little bit more insight, because so far they've given us a little bits and pieces, and that's about it. Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot.
Listen to your people and make shipping free.
If I was to I'm gonna add this again, Lewis. Tell me, if I were to show you this very shadowy poster here, which first impression wise, which one are you looking forward to?
Mid right. I think that's gonna really be the banger.
This guy right here?
No. Below that. No.
This right here?
There we go.
Oh, the dog.
Oh, I can say the dog.
Yeah, the dog right there. Yeah, the dog.
I thought that saying the dog was against my NDA.
You can literally see the dog right there, man.
No, you can't.
How drunk are you, man? It's right there.
Objectively, that looks very tiny, and I can't see optics really well.
Okay, then you're pretty drunk. So it's right there, man. There's a dog right
Listen,
there.
say whatever you want, but books about dogs genuinely sell
So,
really
well,
well.
give me your top three, first impression wise, from what you're seeing right
Okay,
now.
okay,
So the
okay.
dog will be number one. The dog and
Okay.
his owner. Who else?
Dog will be number one.
Uh-huh.
I not to shit on anything, but final boss I think is gonna be a solid number 4.
Number four. No, top. Did I say top five? Top three.
Top, yeah, I know you said top 3, but you know the final boss was like 3 or 4, but it's
Okay,
gonna
let's
be
just go.
it's
Let's go
gonna
top.
end up being 4.
Let's go top five then. Okay, so give me your number five first. I don't know this is your top one already. So
The
give me your
middle ninja one. I think it's gonna easily sell.
this one
Bang
right here.
bang. Yeah, it's an easy win. The
This
top
one
right, all the way home. Yeah,
right here. The top
second,
right. Okay.
all the way left, third,
Uh-huh.
and then
Last one.
Gunslinger Spawn with a sword is definitely gonna be
Gunsling is one. This one right here.
fourth and fifth alongside final boss.
I see. So if you guys are listening to us on our Spotify account, go to artistelitecomics.com and you'll see these characters that Lewis is talking about. You can follow along in there too as well. I agree with you. I think the bottom one right here, that's my number one. Number two will be this huge robotic looking
So this
one.
is where we decorrelate. Okay.
Yeah, this one right here. Number three, just because it's releasing pretty soon. The first one, the first issue, the final boss. Number three. Number four will be the ninja looking one right here, the cybernetic ninja looking one. And number five will be the guy with the skull right here. That would be number five.
Disagree. He's below Danger Girl right there.
Below Danger Girl. So those are my picks in there. So yeah, definitely
You got
watch
it
it.
right. We will revisit this video on a later date.
Oh yeah. So tell
Then
us
jot
what,
it down.
yeah, tell us what you guys
Mark
think
the date.
about tell us what you guys think about Artist Elite there. They're gonna be releasing pretty soon. Go to artistelite.com. Sorry, artistelitecomics.com. You can see all the characters that we were talking about, and then I believe they're gonna put more information in there too as well. You can also follow them on their Instagram. I believe they have a Twitter and Facebook too as well. But that is it for today's We Got Issues. We're gonna try to talk about something else and random nerd shit there. Lewis, any last words for our audience there before you pass out from being so drunk? Go ahead, Lewis. Here, hold on. For everyone listening to us, you guys can't see this, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a solo layout for you, Lewis. There you go. Now go ahead and speak to your audience. Last words, Lewis. Go ahead.
This video has been sponsored by Game Fuel. Thank you, Game Fuel. Never stop, Gamers Fuel, and never, ever stop. Repeat after me. Never stop drinking Mountain Dew Red. This video has been sponsored by Mountain Dew Red. Also, thank you so much. Love you. Goodbye.